My name is Noor, and I hope this will help you feel unstuck. This here is one concept that is potentially going to change your life, especially if you are somebody who tends to feel stuck, someone who procrastinates on action, and someone who feels like every action needs to be perfect. Guilty as charged. This has helped me tremendously and helped the people I work with in Brave Project tremendously. The first idea that we need to unlearn is that life works in a linear manner. We believe that we take small actions and sometimes big ones, and we generally just keep going forward to reach a finish line where we will probably have some direct outcomes like love, like wealth, like success, like general good health. The problem with this linear mentality, however, is that it tends to look at a very, very small scope of life. It tends to zoom into the details of how we can do things rather than express the general nature of how we perceive our life. A linear manner is potentially how we can make plans, how we can achieve certain goals, and so on. So our tasks can be linear, but our life is not. So as a life perspective, if you believe that you are born and you take a straight line, do one action after the next, one step after the next, and then finally you will reach direct outcomes, then this is completely incorrect. Another perception that you may be interested in that could help you if you feel like you might be stuck in certain positions and certain patterns is zooming out. What happens when we zoom out of the linear thinking? When we zoom out of this linear thinking, we find something more like a spherical way of perceiving life, and I will explain. So imagine here that this is you, this is me. This is a big board. All right, so this is you. You take one step forward and then the next, but then something happens and it feels like it's a step back. And then something else happens and it's another step back. You take a little step forward again, but then maybe something happens in your life, or you make a mistake, or someone else makes a mistake, and it takes you another step back. If we are stuck in linear thinking, then naturally what will happen is that you might feel like you are getting more and more stuck, simply because there is no way to move forwards or backwards. When we zoom out of this mindset, we can start perceiving our actions and our steps in life as being always connected. With every step forward and step back, imagine like your actions and your experiences are connecting almost like a sphere around you. Some of our experiences are small, other experiences tend to be much larger because the actions are larger, the events were larger, and so on. And so naturally, you might think in a linear position, you're just going in one single direction, either forwards or backwards. But when we zoom out, this is more likely the situation that you are in. You begin here, life happens, and you grow outwards. And then from here, you're taking action, life is creating circumstance, and then you grow outwards. This constantly happens, and you constantly grow outwards. You constantly become bigger. Your energy grows, your expectations grow, and so on. Now, what happens if you are still pursuing outcomes, right? Everyone still wants love, still wants wealth, success, health, happiness, all of it. We all still want that. So, okay, let's say I do believe that life moves in a spherical way, that I am growing, that I am evolving, that I am expanding outwardly rather than just moving one step at a time forward. What happens here is that outcome exists not outside of you ever. Outcome is always internal. So the outcome here is literally made in every small action you take forward and small action that is returned back to you. So for example, in this position here, let's say my outcome is health, and I perceive that, oh my God, I need to suffer, I need to take a linear direction, and then one day I will have health. I will be fit, I will be healthy, I will not have any sickness, any disease, all of that. I will finally feel healthy. This does not work. What works is those tiny actions we make on a daily basis, maybe even on an hourly basis. It's the small choices of willpower that we make, where life presents us with situations of potential direct outcome. So you want health. What do you do right now? Do you eat that bag of chips, or do you potentially go for a yoga class? Do you have a drink, or do you carry a bottle of water and make better choices? So this is only to apply also to all the other concepts like wealth, like love, like success. It's literally about the tiniest little actions that we do every day that compound, that help us grow, and then we grow outwardly like a spiral. And whenever you feel stuck, whenever you feel like you might be in one single place, remember, it's always one step away, one tiny little push of action, of thought, of belief outwards that is going to propel you into a larger sphere, into more opportunities, into a more aligned way of living. So I hope this helps. If you are interested in this kind of work, this is how I work with my clients in Brave Project. I don't bring this out and give them lessons, but this is the principle behind growth that I work with. So I hope it helps, and good luck.